This is Lo-Fi Corner ASMR, and tonight I'm gonna do a little reading about evil characters from Naruto. So I've been watching Naruto series for a few weeks now. I know that's not very much, but it's something, and I'm close to finishing the first season, so that's fine, I think. Anyway, animes have an interesting conception of evil characters, or, well, villains. So, basically, anime states that there are no inherently evil people. Everybody, well, each villain has their own traumatic experience which brings them to become evil. And I'd like to maybe do some research into the depths of various anime villains. Well, Naruto villains, because I'm not much into anime yet, but Naruto is one of the biggest series that's become popular abroad. I mean, outside Japan, and well, I think we can also name like Attack on Titans and what else? One Piece. Yeah, like the big three animes. But anyways, so I would like to dive deep into psychology of Naruto villains, and I hope this will be informative enough for some of you who might be interested, maybe even not even in the movie itself, maybe just like in the concept of anime villains. So yeah, that's the thing that I would like to bring to you on this channel. And I put on the muffler onto the microphone because it makes way too much like booming sound. So hence I can make some scratching sounds instead. Okay. So all your likes and subscriptions and comments can go all the way there. So I'm gonna start this Naruto villain series by reading an article about Haku. So he appeared in the first half of the first season of Naruto, and he was a partner of a villain by the name of Zabuza. There are certain unclear moments about this character, like, for example, some people doubt his or her, well, their character, their gender, because well, he is always called like him. They always use a pronoun him, but well, by certain aspects of their appearance we can suppose that this may be actually a girl, and I can also suppose that their attraction possessing ninja abilities became, well, they were pursued, they were killed, people were afraid of them, so as I said, it was all like witch hunting. And Haku possessed those abilities, so he or she, anyways, was a threat. He was considered a threat. So, hence, we have the next thing. Haku's father and mother were simple farmers, and they lived a peaceful life. They loved each other and were kind to their child. Unfortunately, this would all change. Haku's mother was a wielder of a Kekkei Genkai ice release. She hid this fact from her husband, hoping that the love and peace that was shared in their small family would last forever. One day, Haku discovered the ability to manipulate water. Amazed by this, Haku proudly showed this to his mother, who was horrified by what she saw. She harshly scolded and slapped Haku for displaying his ability, though she tearfully apologized to him immediately afterwards. Unbeknownst to them, Haku's father had seen everything from the shadows. When Haku's father discovered that his wife and child possessed a Kekkei Genkai, he assembled a small mob of villagers. With tears flowing down his eyes, he killed his wife. He then attempted to kill Haku, but before he could, Haku used his ice release technique to create several large ice spikes to kill his father and the rest of the mob. So basically, his father was a bit unhinged, because I don't think a normal person, however much feared he was, would never kill his family just for the sake of getting rid of like magic powers. I don't think that's normal. And Haku just got scared, and it reminds me of the magic children in Harry Potter books. Like before they were 11, their magical abilities manifested, but the kids couldn't control them, and that magic could burst out of them and unwillingly. So I think that reminds me of what happened to Haku. Next, orphaned, Haku became a child who was wanted by no one and was forced to take to the cold streets and rummage through trash bins for scraps of food, even sometimes having to fight off the wild dogs that roamed the streets. In time, he was confronted by Zabuza Momochi, a man who had the same eyes as him. So I think that means that they may be related, might have descended from the same clan or something. Zabuza later asked Haku to become his weapon, which meant to become a dedicated shinobi, basically the ninja killer thingy, for Zabuza. Haku readily accepted his role due to the purpose it gave him, and devoting his life to becoming the ultimate tool for Zabuza. because if it's not interesting, then I just won't do that and just will stick with gaming and true crime ASMR. But if it is, then please tell me about it, okay? Well, I think that's time to